pleasant good morning to you and welcome to The Breakfast Show on TDN Africa Media. The Breakfast Show is a news and current affairs program that comes your way every weekday, meaning from Mondays to Friday. We're happy to come your way. I am Joy Claudia Redotsoya.
And I am Franklyn Williams. In today's edition of our program, the Police Crime Statistics Report. Lecturer at Fuabe College missing. People will give their opinions on the death of the Providence International High School teacher, and also NACRA to comment registration and issuance of NIN to school pupils. Asset Commission talks about their successes and their challenges. All this and more we have for you in a program this morning. Let's go for a short break. We'll be back.
Well, as we take you further in today's edition of the Breakfast Show, we'll start up our reports with the Salem Police issuing the missing person report that states that a lecturer from Faber College, University of Salem, Geology Department has gone missing. The report appears on your screen as I speak. The name Mr. Kaba Santigi Bangura, address 11 Leicester Road, Freetown. Occupation, lecturer at the Geography Department, Faber College, Freetown. He's an adult, dark in complexion, Sierra Leonean, and last seen on Monday, 6th March 2023 with vehicle registration number ASM 939. He got missing, as we already seen, from the March 6, 2023. Franklyn, briefly, we will not be able to talk in depth on the matter. However, being that it is a missing person report, we thought it fit to bring it to your notice. Exactly. I think since the 6th, that's probably over a week ago.
A week now.
Yes, a week ago since he was missing. I don't know, do we talk on this? Do you have an input on the matter, really?
No, I only saw the police notice put out, and the said person is a lecturer at Fuabe College in the Geology Department. And we just hope that if you are having any information on the whereabouts of the lecturer, you should report to the police or report the matter to his family. Well,
I was privileged to have a conversation with a former student within the department who stated that, of course, yes, the report is credible, he went missing, and also the fact that he was indeed a lecturer at a department, so obviously he's known by some of the past and even present students of the department. So we just hope that the police are able to have the right information to be able to track him down if possible, and also possibly we just hope that he's been able to be seen by people, because he's an adult to go missing. It's a cause for concern, because we would know.
And I just wonder how the family are coping at this moment.
Probably has children and a wife, you know, and it's just a sad report to come your way this very morning, knowing fully well that someone's father is missing. And we just urge the Sierra Leoneans, as you've seen, one more time, the report will be on your screen, so you would know the face and, of course, the contact details. So if seen, please do also favor and report to the nearest police station, CID, and other authorities. That would be really grateful for the family to actually have closure as to knowing the whereabouts of their loved one. So let's go on to
another news. Well, the National Civil Registration Authority, in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Education, has informed the general public that there will be a registration for primary school and secondary school going pupils. This will involve the government-assisted, Muslim, and also the private schools in Sierra Leone. The exercise will be done in schools and will cover all school pupils in the country, including those in examination classes of National Primary School Examination, which is the MPSE, and the Basic Education Certificate Examination, which is the BECE, and the West African Senior Secondary Certificate Exam, which is the WAS, respectively. Then, according to the NCRA, the exercise will be conducted by region and in all schools across the 16 administrative districts, including the Burnt Island. And the NCRA has encouraged school authorities, parents, guardians to correctly complete the personal information forms for the pupils that will be sent to schools prior to the commencement of the exercise in order to facilitate easy search. And the exercise will commence on the 27th March to the 5th of April 2023 in the Western area and the Eastern region concurrently. Dates for the commencement of the exercise in the other regions will be announced later. We've seen wherein a NIN number will be issued out to primary and secondary school going pupils, and I think like this will be done in March and also in April in the Eastern and Western region in the country. And don't you think that it's a brilliant idea, because every school going people will be registered so that there will be an easy search for them?
Well, I think it's a good idea, because the NIN is a requirement really for adults, specifically nurses and all of that requires that you have an NIN. Mostly once you reach the age of 18 and you register for some of our elections, voters ID and all of that, you're issued an NIN. So I feel like now that they don't have to necessarily wait until they get to 18 to have a national identification card number. Sorry, I feel like it's a plus. It's already secured. Exactly. There is a form of identification secured already for these students. So once they get into certain age and certain responsibilities after 18, they already have an existing number. So I feel like it's a plus.
And the NCRA has informed school-going authorities that there will be forms that will be filled, and also this process will help to protect the school-going children as well. And like you rightly said, people only get registered when they are 18.
Yeah.
And I think this is a plus, and it's a welcoming idea by the Minister of Basic and Senior School Education. And I think this is happening in other countries, African countries exactly. And this is an idea the minister wants to implement, and it will be starting in the eastern region.
Well, I just hope that we have a strong IT facility or system that can be able to store these informations, because Sierra Leone, I don't think we've grown to a certain extent when it comes to data management and all of that. And we're starting these things at, is it primary?
Primary, secondary
level. So how consistent can we be in terms of tracking this information or storing and protecting this information as these kids get older, so we don't get to see repetition of number among kids? And we know that Sierra Leoneans, our names are mostly, there are certain names that are quite common within school systems and all that. So how best...
Ibrahim Koma, you can have two Ibrahim Koma.
Yes, and so we want to see how best there won't be a place wherein these informations of two Ibrahim Komas to be, there has to be a mix-up somewhere. So it's all about systems and mechanisms in place. How sustainable are these data management facilities?
I would like
to ensure
ask this question. Like, I've been thinking about it since we started this conversation. So you only get registered when you're 18, and this has come wherein like primary schools and secondary schools going pupils will be registered. What about students that are in the university below the age of 18? Like, maybe there will be another mechanism in place for them.
Well, I want to believe that will come to place sooner or later. I feel like TDN should be interested in this, so maybe it will be important for us to have in-depth conversation with the Ministry of Education and also, the minister in charge to further explain the structure within this NIN distribution among children and among young adults and all of that. So I feel like if we're able to have an exclusive interview, we'll be able to bring that to you and answer some of these questions that we ourselves are not in place to answer. So stay glued. Once we're able to have in-depth understanding of the system, we'll definitely bring that to you. So we'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. This is TDN Africa Media, the breakfast show. We're happy to come your way every weekday, Monday to Friday. And I am Joy Claudia Edith-Sawyer, and my colleague is Franklyn Williams. Now, don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms because we're live, particularly on Facebook and YouTube, so you can have a live connection from within our studios. Going forward in today's program, we'll be looking at let's have one, please.
Over the weekend, we saw social media info that was going around on WhatsApp and all the social media platforms saying a Providence International High School student killed his teacher. And we've been following up on that particular incident, and our reporters went out yesterday and to get people's opinion about the incident that took place over the weekend. Let's take a watch of that particular video which our reporter sent yesterday.
Famule Munakushe and Kabo. Welcome to TDN Africa Media, and this now we program waiting the Famule Munakushe and Kabo. They have been a salon.
Okay.
Concerning the death of Mr. Johnson, a school teacher of Providence. We know that in a hot topic in the country, in a children circulate. You get anything for say because na school picking I actually kill him in the comfort of the home. You get anything for say, sir?
Well, if I therefore say something in that light, I just get for saying a sad incident will happen. You know, nobody, not a long for less or it happen for a student kill a teacher, especially a young teacher with a teacher.
So you get anything for say to the school picking them because the matter now something will be involved with drugs. We know salon where you say drugs involved and something. So you get anything for say to the school picking them or like to the young one them or to the people that were involved?
Well, yes. Looking at the situation will happen and the level of drugs business within another country where all young people then they take, including students, school going people them, they get to do a lot starting from the home outside and they come out. You know, it not only tied down to the school, but most of the time the parents they feel the same amount and the teachers they do everything where they get a bigger portion or share of the responsibility of the upbringing of their children, because like waiting happens so start right from the home. You know, that picking they just spend itself in school for a period of time where such issues then cancel. So whatever character way former way make it be who they be so, it not actually get them from the school. They get it right from the home, the upbringing, the environment, the community where it go. And I believe say the parent they get knowledge of that will happen. You understand? Of who that in be, what I mean, of the person where the bobo be, they'll get knowledge. Like my advice way I will give in line with that. Parents therefore pay attention to the picking them from the home. Most of the time we are busy with our job, secular jobs, you know, leaving those children in the hand of the caretakers or nanny passing in Creole. No, now then they take care of them picking and they and all throughout their life. So whatever now the picking in life, not to the reappearing the life the picking they live, now the nanny. So if that nanny happen to be a witch, if that nanny happen to be a drug addict, it must share with that picking there. So while the parents they pay attention to the picking upbringing.
So you get any message where you want to send to the principal of Providence School where this thing happened?
Well, the first thing I want to say condolence to the principal and not say na a heavy something for them, na the school, and also I want to make them good find out what the kind of student they register or taking the school they made them find out, but the more.
But you know say something and they they judge book by its cover because the picture where they go out of the boy they sit in a one quiet bobo now they look stand the way they give. You know they know like their intention or like you say their character.
Well, quietness also now a form of character. It not means when somebody quiet, he cannot be dangerous. You understand? Or he not go do bad. quiet na a form of character as well. So like wetin normal I say, before you dey take the pikin, the student, find out something about them, because I understand say this boy have don left international before then they take Kayanda. So they need to find out why you left that school there for Canada school, not for just the money, you know, for receive the money, but then they find out about the pikin there before they take them. So me that they advise that never will be the principal.
You get any message for the judicial system on wetin they get for do concerning this case, sir?
Well, I'm not judicially inclined, but wetin I just say, let justice prevail. Yeah, let justice prevail.
Thank you very much for talking to TDN.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Mara.
Yeah, good afternoon.
This is a program where they come to you from TDN Africa Media. We call it Wetin the People Say. I will get your opinion on things where they happen at the country. So we know say the hot case right now within a salon. Now where one Providence school became killing teacher when Mr. Johnson in the comfort of your home. You get anything where you want to say about the old case first?
Well, in this case, me na granny. And for like Bobo like that one day, for do them thing and day, I believe say not do of himself na drugs. Na drugs he go through. But I can't hear you again. They say when they go international. They say na the same behavior. Take pepper spray, they spray and teacher them. Then the rape at the school. Now from then the parents themselves before don't team up. Because a big molestation to them. For they get pikin, they behave that way they. Then if I don't take and go to one spiritual church, one born again church, then go put on there, then they cancel them. And now before lead to this speech, nothing on the way hard for this papa, where they up for doom. They don't tell me now what the guy said, nothing not hard for them for doom. But when you don't get them picky out with these drugs, when they get an eye on a Kambu street, where they take an so then go link them, they sleep. They don't reach no way. And then they end up for kill them. Look one way happen again. Now Madongo town. One bubble. They said at the same thing. Drugs.
Well, that is like a issue of the country now, because all man we can see something they make to arrest some people the way they take push because they go and sleep na street.
If they do that, I will be very happy. If they do that, I will be very happy.
But you get message where you want to send to the principal or
as they tell the principal, hush for this disgrace we go to the school. And I know the kind school. Say not to Mr. Bangu, not to person where they go light with anything. A very good man. Then the teacher said, some picking them in the past, so they say, hey, that man a good man, hey, that man not so bad person. Some man know they get less money, but if they take them less, so not so bad person.
So you get anything for say so the judicial system, what team the people that we get for judge the case, what you they hope for?
Let them judge them fairly. If any doubts they, let it go in favor of the accused. But if any doubts not, they may work 17 years in a locked building. Let them deal with them. By so doing, the other one, the way they begin, they go no waiting for them. Like Guinea, not mention about Guinea. When you pull me while I then they pull you in. Then they shoot you to death. If they begin implement something and then Aboku changes go come. Yes, I know. Changes go come. She could say days. Now they tell you what so. Because by then I be there Guinea. But yeah, then go work out, then go do this, then go do that. At the end of the day, then go free, and that man don't lost in life. He don't left in family, they all. So you see, well, let the government do waiting for do in this case. Then these drugs, let them do waiting for do. If then they go round, let them pass campus. They go be there. Now fall sick. Yes, it is sparking at the belly, but they don't know the ending. Wait till they be now die because you get something where they do inside you. You don't know. When you see that they go back and gone all they dig diamond bone for make this food. Well then, it's too much. That's not go get for tell the government. Let them go round. Let them mobilize a team where they go round. Where they meet you, they sleep. Let you go wake yourself.
Well,
that's
thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
That was the views of people talking about the death of the Providence teacher. And we've watched the video wherein people gave their different opinions on the said matter. And I'm being thrilled by the last speaker there wherein he made several statements saying that government should regulate school-going peoples like that are taking drugs. And in doing such, they should send out a vigilante, like inspecting schools and also arresting people that are taking drugs. And she made mention of wherein anyone that is caught sleeping in the street should be arrested and taken to the police station. And after that, they will continue with that. So what do you make of that? That last speaker especially.
That part was quite hilarious. I won't lie to you, as much as this is a sensitive matter at hand. But the way she actually said, if they sleep,
let them go.
Let them to tango. You go wake in a police station, you know. So that tells you how in general the drug issue is alarming across Sierra Leone and among youths within communities and all of that. But with regards the death of Mr.
Johnson.
Yes, Mr. Gillis Johnson. It's just sad because we started this week on this topic because the incident took place Saturday. We started this week here, the breakfast show on this. And so hearing the views of Sierra Leoneans, it's appalling to think that obviously you don't expect a teacher to be killed by his students no matter what.
And also another thing is majority of the views that are coming in have been students that passed through Mr. Johnson. And these comments have been positive, saying that Mr. Johnson was a good teacher, understanding teacher, and they were even shocked about the passing.
Well, yes. Overall, even I myself, I came across quite a few social media accounts that stated how he was keen to his job, was dedicated to teaching, and that he had taught in other institutions, or rather other schools.
And other lessons.
Yes, and even lessons before even going to Providence and all of that. So it's just sad. And yesterday as well, TDN went to Connaught Hospital because we had intel that the family members were at the mortuary they were supposed to carry out a post-mortem examination.
On the cause of death.
Yes, despite the fact that we saw the graphic images, we saw pens, at some point we saw a knife and all of that, but they wanted to do a post-mortem analysis of the corpse. But we couldn't get the family to speak to us, as they stated that they won't be making any public explanations or statements at the time we went there. But however, Sierra Leoneans, like you just saw, were able to speak on the matter, giving their opinions on the said matter. Mind you, the full report on Waiting the People Say on the death of Mr. Johnson will be on our social media platform, YouTube and Facebook, so you can watch the full Waiting the People Say update on the matter. Overall, as I said, it's really a sad state of affairs because up until TDN reporters came back to the office, we couldn't get the family members to speak, and it seems as though they want to keep it that way. and were able to find out that they had family lawyers within their circle at the Connaught mortuary. So at the end of the day, we are still just hoping that police does thorough investigation.
Of course.
We already know he's
now,
dead,
like, people are
and
waiting for the
gone.
cause of death.
Yes.
And immediately after the post-mortem is done, and it will be given out to people about the original cause of death.
Oh yeah. And so that's it for Mr. Johnson's death. But mind you, stay glued to us because we'll be giving you updates on the matter as it unfolds within Freetown and all of that. And we're still hoping that justice is served no matter how long. Mind you, as part of other informations that we haven't been able to fact check is the fact that it is particularly with the death of Mr. Johnson, it is said that there's a possibility that the student in question didn't carry out the plan alone, that he had other accomplices to him, which are other students. That hasn't been proven. Even from the police reports, we haven't been able to have that statement saying that he carried out the atrocity alone or he had other accomplices with him. But those are the informations going around, particularly on social media, where Sierra Leoneans are saying, no, he didn't do it alone because that man is quite FT, regardless of what the circumstance, he won't sit down and be killed. He would have fought back, except if he's been overpowered by more than one person. That is how they would have gotten to kill him. All of that hasn't been confirmed by the police. But once anything comes up, we'll bring that to your notice.
Exactly.
But going forward to further information, now that we're talking about the police, on Monday the police, the Sierra Leone police issued out
reports.
Yes, they publicly showcased the general crime statistics reports for 2023, and we saw just the image on your screen already shows that the book has the content of the reports on crimes across Sierra Leone for 2022. Now, we'll be giving you further updates on that, but this just so you know, is part of the conversation during their press conference on Monday, stated that 99% of Sierra Leoneans are law-abiding, and only 1% are found to have criminal intent or have been embarking on criminal dealings within the country. So I don't know, with that statistics, 99% of Sierra Leoneans are stated to be
criminal.
No, they're actually law-abiding citizens according to the report. So I don't know. At the end of the day, the statistics will be right based on the methods they used, obviously. But what's your take? Is that something we should clap about? That in general, Sierra Leone has peace, or rather safety across. What do you have to say on that?
Well, I think hearing this is more pleasing and pleasant to the ears because it's a report that was well researched on.
Yeah.
And giving these type of reports will help to calm the fears of Sierra Leoneans.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, obviously, it's a good thing that the police always brings these reports, as you already mentioned. It allays the fears of Sierra Leoneans to know.
And more especially, we are approaching our general elections.
Yes, exactly. So people would want to hear that we are safe. And obviously, part of the report, part of the statements within the press conference was that because of the 99%, it shows that the Sierra Leone police have been doing their work to ensure that they protect lives and properties of Sierra Leoneans. So that is what was said. However, obviously the public will be, I believe the report will be made accessible for the public by the Sierra Leone police, so we can be able to read through all these reports to state categories of crimes within the 1%.
Of course.
So Sierra Leoneans will be able to understand with road accidents and obviously theft and robbery and all of that. That is reported in the to the police right across all through 2023, and over 33,000 cases were recorded overall. So we'll bring that to you once it is made public. So that is like what we have with regards the police statistics on crime for 2023. Well, we will be taking a short break and we'll sure to come back.
Welcome back. Everything has a climax, and we've come to the end of today's breakfast show with TDN. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the breakfast show. We've been your presenters. I am Franklyn Williams.
And I am Joy Claudia Reditoya. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.